What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and oh God, we are down here, girl. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by. I need to retie this. My ear came out. I guess it's okay. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I like my ears to be in. I guess it's fine. What the fuck does Charlemagne have on his head? What the hell is this?
Well, give it. Oh my god. Well, give it. Oh my god. Well,
Okay, let me go. Let's see what's happening.
I sponsor the now. I sponsor the
let me
blog.
tell you something.
Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by, girl. What is going on down to the blogs, girl? 20 hours ago. Let's see what we have. This is I'm on. Let me go to the Jasmine brand, see what they have. NBA star Anthony Edwards gives ex Ayesha full custody of their child amid legal battle.
Tired ass, po ass, raggedy ass, slow ass niggas.
Anthony Edwards has agreed to give Ayesha Howard full custody of their 6-month-old Aubrey Summers following a lengthy paternity battle. According to court documents obtained by Us Weekly, Edwards told he's only 23 years old, told a Georgia Superior Court that he consented to Howard receiving temporary sole physical custody and legal custody of their daughter. Edwards, who initially contested the paternity claim, previously stated that he is not seeking child custody or visitation and that the primary issue to resolve was financial. In her filings, Howard stated that she is currently unemployed and relies on savings, family support, and any assistance Edward provides to care for their child. She is requesting child support as well as reimbursement from Edwards for pregnancy, birth, and post birth expenses, along with attorney's fees. What do you think about Edwards and Howard's custody arrangement? It's nasty work to be like, he doesn't want the baby. Like, I figure if you don't want children, you should have a vasectomy. But apparently, he wants to have children with certain people. And I figure out if you want to have children with certain people, then you should protect yourself. Stop all this unprotected sex. And what we're talking about is not the people's sexual health, but the children. And then also, that is concerning that children are going to be abandoned. But for me, if the baby never knows the daddy, they don't know the daddy. So who gives a fuck? They don't know what they don't know. They don't know. I mean, he's a stranger. He's a sperm donor. I would literally look at it as a sperm donor and literally refer to that. I would not even refer to the man as her father, because there's no father, there's no parenting happening, there's no fathering happening. It's literally just a donation of sperm and him paying the child support. That's it, until they're 18. So I don't know. I mean, it's messed up, but girl, I thought he didn't want anything to do with the child or the mama. He's not shit, but he told her several times he didn't want the baby. Unsurprising, the man wants no part of the child. At this point, the only things to do are to work it out: child support, insurance, education. Georgia isn't a generous state, so she probably won't get 5 figures a month. Y'all let me know what you think. Anthony Edward, he's only 23. And what's so funny, he looks like he looks young. Like, I don't know. She's like 38 or something like that. That's weird, because it's like you're literally like, how, like, some people were saying like, oh, maybe he thought because of her age that she couldn't have children. For what? But not only that, but what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about with a 23-year-old? You're not, like, you're not talking. There's no relationship there. And that's what I'm saying. That they're saying he gives his ex. That was not his ex. He was not in a relationship with this woman. Ex nothing. He's literally a sperm donor. He's not a father, and I would never give him that label to the child. This is the person who gave me sperm. This is a sperm donor. There's your sperm donor. Not your father, not your dad. There's no parenting there. So you don't get the label of a parent. You get the label of a sperm donor. Because that's what you did, right? I feel like that's what you did. Um Garcelle is not responding to Kyle's text messages after the reunion. It's unfortunate she left, but I do wish her the best. I think she'll always do well, so I'm not worried about her next chapter. Yeah, nobody's worried about the next chapter. Ew, this is dumb. Drew Zadora shared that she's open to her husband Ralph Pittman collaborating musically with Porsha. Like,
I just, girl, stop.
like, I don't understand. Like, this man is literally terrorizing you, and it's like you're just like joking about him and stuff like that. I don't know. That's fucking weird. I don't like. I don't even know how Drew is still on Real Housewives. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it at all. Like, I don't know. Let's listen to what Drew has to say. Girl.
Flip, because didn't she did a song or something like a while ago? So what if she was like, if Ralph or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Porsha. If she was trying to do music with your ex, you don't think you would feel away? Porsha got how many followers? I don't know. Do that song. Do that song. Like, I mean, if that's what y'all decide to do, that's for our kids. Like, that's how I look at it. But, you know, I'm also the girl that did a movie with Todd. The past. Yeah. Like, I did a play with Leon. I work. I'm the girl that's gonna work, and you know, there was never anything inappropriate. So like business is business. Business is business, right? So yeah. If the roles were flipped, because didn't she did a song or something like a while ago?
I guess. I believe Drew Portia just catching flashbacks of how dirty she moved to get Simon. Don't think Portia had an issue with them making music. It was the fact that she was trying to film with him. So what? Do the song. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Trick Daddy offers dating advice. Women must meet us halfway.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Girl. You halfway in the grave, sir.
With your attitude, love the fuck out of you. With your attitudes and all, we love that. You ain't none cookie. I don't give a love y'all. Just meet us halfway. Love us a little bit. Goddamn, that's all we ask you. A little bit of love. Can we get a little bit of love? That's all we need. When I see you,
Man, give Joy a divorce. Are him and Joy divorced yet? Are they still married? Girl, give that lady a divorce. That's what happens. You see, he won't give her a divorce. It's a way to control. It's crazy.
and your hair not done, it's not a bad thing. But if y'all keep putting them lace wigs on, your hair gonna thin out. And the more you lay them mother edges, the more they gonna lay down. Them gonna lay all the way down. Them gonna lay down in the scalp. Gonna be bald headed on the side and in the front. Y'all, keep on. Remember, if you're not a baby, those are not baby hair. When you get your hair done, get all your fucking hair done. Stop. That's not baby hair. Stop it. Stop it. I just want to tell y'all that first. You do all that. You do all that. You don't do half of the shit for your half of the shit for your kids. You don't do half of it. You do lashes, makeup, coochie spray, shave wax, shave legs. You do frontals, closures, pieces, wigs. You do all that. And ain't nothing gonna change about your attitude. Don't nothing change about your cooking skill. Nothing change about your parenting skill. Don't help with nothing with keeping a man. Don't help nothing.
I don't understand why they don't ever talk to men. Why is it always telling a woman that she needs to make these adjustments in order to partner with you musty onion smelling niggas? Why? Why is it always you that needs to do the changing? Because we know they're not going to change. They're just going to be the same. It's just a woman changes. What did Quad say? Just the woman change. The man doesn't change. The woman does. When she's tired of his shit, he goes finds another dummy.
You just trying to impress a bitch on this right here. You trying to impress somebody on here. I'm telling you, we don't need that. We love y'all. Just be yourself. Adults do not have baby hairs, okay? If you pay half of the attention you pay on shit that we don't give a fuck about, the shit that we already understand.
And this is where you get the illusion, or I think it's a delusion, that how a woman presents herself, you need to be able to approve or disapprove of how she presents herself. Like, you're entitled to tell women how they need to present themselves because you believe that women should present themselves for men. In his ignorance, it's just the same shit over and over again. And then you look the way you look talking shit. That's how you know it's just like you really. But I watch Love and Hip Hop Miami, and Trick still has access to women. Women still give Trick access to them.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep.
So that's where the women help with the delusion, right? They reinforce these things by giving him access. Even though he looks like that and talks like that. And he seems to be grouchy all the time, like an old, tired ass man.
That you're losing. If you pay half of the attention on your man, half of the attention on paying the bills, love the fuck out of you.
Half the attention on paying the bills. Lord, please find this man a woman so he can leave us alone. Now, Florida, I know you was married to James a few decades. That doesn't mean anyone is going to follow your dating advice. Not Florida Evans. Damn. Not Trick Daddy looking like Florida Evans. Girl, what in the F-U-C-K? Okay, let's see what else. Girl, look at him. Running for president. I just be looking at people's faces like, you ever just look at people's faces? I have the same like little wrinkles. This is Stephen A. Smith. They said Stephen A. Smith is going to run for president. Girl, Stephen A. Smith is a trip. What in the hell is happening? All right. Let me see what else is happening. Stephen A. Smith no longer ruling out the possibility of running for president in 2028. Time to stop messing around. Life is great, especially at ESPN and Disney. Hate the thought of being a politician, but sick of this mess. So I'm officially leaving all doors open. Let me tell you something. Stephen A. Smith seems like a person who has a closet full of skeletons. So do what you want to do, honey. Run for president, honey. They're going to open your shit up, girl. Talk about opening up a file, girl. Stephen A. Smith, ew. One of those, can I get a hug? Can I get a hug? Can I get a hug? This don't go. This don't go. This don't go. Okay, that's better. Girl. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Porsha shows support to RHOA co-star British Easy following an infamous Revenge P episode. It looks like Porsha is sticking beside Bitcoin following the dramatic revenge peace scene in last night's episode. Is Porsha being fake or is this genuine? Girl, it's fake. And what's her name knows it's fake. But birds of a feather, pigeons of a feather flock together.
I'm gonna pay you dust.
Let's read some of the comments. Porsha has never liked Kenya. She played being friends with Kenya this season so that Kenya didn't talk about Simon. That's what I don't that's the one thing that bothers me about that. Like I don't understand it. And it happens with Kenya and Porsha like every single time. Porsha acts like she's so appalled by something Kenya did and she immediately flips at anything she does, right? You have all these, oh my God, I can't be around this, I can't be around this. But like you really like married your ex co-star's ex-husband. And I feel like she was already messing with him. When you go back and watch that episode, remember they had the Halloween party? And it seemed like the house was super duper empty. It seemed like they had the house blocked off so you couldn't see parts of the house. I don't know if they call themselves having a haunted house or something like that. Remember? And what's her name was running. Was she running after Latoya? I think she was running after Latoya. And Latoya got kicked off because she said something like derogatory about Asian people. So that I think that was her. They were like, "Okay, girl, time to go." But now they're letting girls threaten girls with pistols. So times have really changed, girl. It really has down to the Bravo. Down to the Bravo. Trying to be funny costed you a check. Bye, Kenya. Go get some therapy. This is the telenovela. Surprise P is in support of Britt, considering Shamia said in an interview that Britt talked about her disabled child. This is about to be an interesting reunion, especially if they invite Kenya to address everything and everyone. I'm on Kenya's side. Quit pushing people and poking the bear. Kenya can get another job. I'm glad she exposed old girl. Kenya should not have used this platform to come at Bitcoin. This was her day. She could have dealt with her on another day. I agree with that. You can disagree with some people's actions without siding with the op. Kenya was dead wrong, but come on, Porsha. Not Porsha supporting the nonsense. See, this is exactly why she's not even likable this season. She's never been likable. Y'all were just in a different place in your life where the fun girl, you related more to the fun girl. But this fun girl you start seeing bits and pieces of her and you're like, girl, you the villain. This whole time y'all thought Kenya was the villain. No, this hoe is the villain. Maybe those are the videos she was talking about from back in the day. First class corny, and Porsha is well in her right to defend that Bitcoin girl, because I'm sure she's looking for dirt on Porsha to do her the same way. Had they let this slide, Kenya would have degraded the next woman to show up. By Twirl. And that's like, you forget that the reason why she did it. That's another part. Yeah, what she did was low, but she was reacting to something. And it's weird how everybody's like, she didn't directly threaten her. There is literally called something called a veiled threat, where you can threaten somebody without directly threaten them. And that's what makes people like, I find it untrustworthy when it's something like you're literally taking a stance as if you don't know what a veiled threat is, because just because you don't like the lady and you're trying to like kind of excuse someone being threatened with gun violence in America. Like, I'm sure if kids were at school and they got into a fight and a kid say, I had my pistol, they would shut that fucking school down. I still got my pistol. Oh, hold on a second. Lockdown. We locking everything down. So this idea, just because it's saying like, bitch, I'm gonna shoot you. No, it's a veiled threat. And those should be taken with the same amount of seriousness as a direct threat or a conditional threat. If you don't do this, I'm going to do this. We know there are different types of threats, but because you believe that, and what's crazy is you are taking on this idea like she should not have retaliated against a person who threatened her, because then you're saying she wasn't really threatened. You are saying that you yourself don't see what she did as a threat, but that woman saw and took that as a threat. However way she reacted, while it was crazy as hell, wrong set, wrong time, wrong time. But start at A, and then start at the fact that Kenya really didn't do anything. And everybody around is like, she didn't even do, I don't understand what the problem was. What was the problem? And that this girl started this out of nothing. And then you get so angry that somebody called you a peasant, that you threaten them with a firearm on a housewife show where you are supposed to be able to go back and forth and argue with your words. Not one time did Nene or Claudia, going back and forth for as long as they did in Puerto Rico, did somebody say, well, I still got my pistol. Girl, we going back and forth. You wanted a moment. I'm not giving you what you wanted, so you threaten with, and why are you threatening me? What did I do to you? Again, let's start there again. So what did I do again? There was a miscommunication of the ring comment, but even after that, I've actually given you a hug, given you a compliment, and now you are having a problem with the way that I give you a hug, and that I need to correct it every time I see you. You're rating my hugs like, girl, what the fuck? This is weird. This is getting weird. And then on top of that, we have all agreed. I think a lot of people are agreeing that production doesn't like Kenya. Like, whoever is over at Truly, we don't know if it's a man, a woman, or what's going on, but they don't like her for whatever reason. And, the people are saying that she pulled that stunt so that she can have her event shown. I don't know. I feel like anybody in marketing, like Kenya needs a marketing manager, because anybody in marketing would have been like, girl, this is not good for any of this. Like, girl, what? Like, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. The mode of retaliation. It didn't even make sense. That's why I feel like she should have held on to it. I really feel like she should have held on to it and just been like, girl, I have the scoop on you, poo poo. Leave me alone. I'm not trying to go there with you. I'm not. She played her hand too soon. And here we are. So it is what it is. I don't think that the girl will come back. I don't know. But is she going to be on Watch What Happens Live? She hasn't done any interviews at all since the beginning. In the Up until the show premiered, she was on different podcasts, really gloating that she took down the queen. And I even tweeted and said, well, if you think you took down the queen, then those ratings better reflect it. So we'll see. And the ratings come out today, so we'll see what's going on. Anyways, I don't really have much to talk about. I have to look up some stories, but I gotta go. So Porsha is nobody's friend. So Britt, you just have an alliance in Porsha, but I'd watch out, right? Or you guys are probably from the same kind of like cloth anyway. And that's another thing. While Kenya went out with a tsunami, napalm, I don't know what, like I don't she didn't even fit in with these groups of women, right? Um I think it's now a cast of, like, they got the Gen X girls, the younger Gen X girls out of there, right? now you have the older millennials that are moving into the spot. Because how old were they when they started Housewives? It's been like 10 years. So Kenya was like 42, 43. I'm 43 to be exact.
I'm 43 to be exact.
All right. Well,
Actually, I just turned 43.
okay. Well, congratulations. Happy birthday.
Right. So that's when they started. So it's the same, like, okay, now we need these girls who are in their late 30s to mid 40s move these other women out. And it's not to be ageist, but it's like we literally saw Riley like at 8 years old and graduate college. And we were like, that's a long time to be on television. I've said it 1,000 times. They need to give the girls 3 seasons, 4 seasons at the most, and then start cycling them out. I even said that a OG should bring in a new woman, and then the new woman come in as a friend, but then transition to a main housewife. Then the OG turns into a friend, and then you could cycle her out. So it can kind of just cycle the girls. But I don't know. I honestly don't understand what they be thinking about over there in production and why they would even decide to like ruin the show. Like it's so weird. Like when I think about how it's like it's weird how production and then the way that Andy is talking about it, like the gun thing is like, oh, no big deal. And I'm like, are we like insensitive to threats of gun violence because we live in America? Because I'm like, why wasn't that taken seriously? Why was she treated like a quote black Karen? Why? Like, why wasn't she taken seriously? Do you think they would have been okay if those words were uttered in any other, like, if even on New Jersey, if somebody said, I have my pistol, everybody's going to be like, girl, what? We're not, what? You have to go. You can't be threatening people with gun violence. And then for people to be like, defending it in a way that's saying that it's not. If you're when you essentially what you're saying when you say that it's not a threat, you're kind of defending it in a way like it's okay for her to have said that to her because it's not a direct threat. She didn't directly say, "I'ma shoot you, bitch." No, she made a veiled threat. I still have my guns and I still, girl, who you think you are? You gonna learn today. I'm gonna teach you a motherfucking lesson. How many people have been told you gonna learn today and then the next thing is pop, pop, pop? Girl, it's like weird. And then what if Kenya was so nervous that she was actually holding and then ended up like shooting her back after you threatened me with a gun? I'm gonna draw on you first. What the hell is going on around here? And I just don't understand why that's like being glossed over when both of them should have been reprimanded for the reaction as well as the initial action. I feel like if that was addressed, if Kenya's concerns were addressed, whether you deem it like, oh, if she wasn't really scared because she wouldn't have done that, blah blah blah. However she responded, the fact that she was responding to somebody threatening her or what she felt was a threat with a gun, even to the point where the girl saying, I don't want to intimidate anybody. Everybody's acknowledging that the girl was doing too much and she kept going. And nobody's like pulling the girl to the side and saying, hey, settle down. Like, what is this thing with you and Kenya? Why are you trying to have a moment with her? It's not making sense. Let's produce something that actually makes sense, Bitcoin. Let's do that rather than starting something with her about nothing and then like building it and building it and building it to the point where it's like she don't even really want to say, don't come, a peasant can't come from, she didn't even really want to say it. It's like, girl, I don't even want to do this with you. Why do you want this moment with me? And now because I'm not giving you what you want to threaten me. Now nobody is doing anything about the threat, so I'm going to retaliate and I'm going to take it to hell, and now I'm suspended and it is what it is. But had her concerns been addressed, none of this would have happened. None of it. But it's happened. It's here. It's gone. It's officially in the past, and the people are going to be talking about it. But like I said, shout out to Rodney the Voice. Like I said in his live last night, the moral police, like the morality, like how could she, you know, but while you're cheering as Phaedra is making her way back, like, ooh, we're so happy Phaedra is coming back. But it's like, where did the wait? Oh wait, you was just being so high and mighty and self-righteous over here. So what happened to that as you ushering Phaedra back? It's not making sense to me. Anyways, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.